Eliminate the negative, give effort they can never give. These nutritional facts, so peep, it's imperative. You peep the content and the nonsense that you letting in. Ignore the critics, temperature sleep. Fuck they said it's here. I'm a hustle. Hey, yo, get right.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Rhymes. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pin Game right with Third and Rhymes right here on Rhymes on Deck TV, where we view hip hop differently. Like, let's be real. Today we got another special guest. Let's go ahead and introduce the man real quick. Look at him over there cheesing and shit. Damn near ear to ear like a motherfucker. This is my brother right here. It's rare that I get to introduce, you know what I'm saying, someone that I've been rocking with for so long. You know what I mean? Sure. It's my dude, TIC the Producer. What's goody, my guy?
So what's happening, man? I'm chilling, bro. Living.
All right. And of course, y'all already know my partner in crime and my partner in rhyme, Third Degree. Was giddy.
What's going on? All right, let's get to it. Game. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Okay, so y'all know we always go through some things, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's lists, we interview and guess, whatever the case may be. Right now, we decided to go with our top 3 favorite albums. All right. So right now, TIC the Producer, he gonna kick it off for us. So let's see what he got. You know what I'm saying? So me and Third could trash this list real quick.
Y'all might trash it. All right, cool. So I'm gonna preface by saying, like I said earlier, I don't listen to a lot of rap, which is weird considering what I do. But I don't listen to a lot of rap. I'm mostly 90s R&B, early 2000s. But when I do listen to rap, I'm very different about what I listen for. So without all the hoopla, I'm getting into this list. So in no particular order, my number 1 would be 50 Cent.
Hold on. Let's start at 3.
Oh, it's in no particular order. I don't have a 1 through 3. I don't.
Okay.
It's just these 3 albums. Now, after I do the list, I might be able to rank them. But as of right now, I'm gonna just go list them. So the first one to get listed would be 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Classic.
Okay, of course.
And I'm gonna say, just like Third just said, it's a classic album. This album holds a special place in my heart for the simple fact that it's the first album I ever bought with my own money. This album came out, back in the days of LimeWire and Kazaa and all of that, where everybody was, illegally downloading shit. But this album, I just had to go get it. And from beginning to end, there are no skips on this album for me. None.
Okay. So
I had to name that one. My next one on the list, Tech 9, all 6s and 7s.
Ooh. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
See, I've only heard very little bit of that album.
Oh man.
To be honest, I've never heard the whole thing. So
what?
Nah, yeah.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. This one, it might have maybe 1 skip, and that's only depending on my mood. He has a song on here called I Love Music. And the song is a really dope song. It actually has Kendrick Lamar on the song. Him and another artist, I don't know who this is, but the beat, depending on my mood, I'll like the song or I'll not like the song just because of the beat.
Okay.
The lyrics and the message, amazing. Okay. But out of all of the songs on there, that would be the only one that I might skip every now and again just because of the beat.
Yeah.
And lastly, speaking of Kendrick Lamar, his last album, GNX. Rhymes. Have you listened to this album yet?
No, I haven't listened to the album. I look. My goal was to get to listening to the album, And for y'all who don't know, I was very sick. My daughter was very sick. I'm just kind of getting over it or whatever. And no, I haven't taken the time to really listen to this album. He been getting on me for listening to this album. That's why I started laughing.
Bruh. When I tell you this is my favorite Kendrick album out of everything he done put out, this album has absolutely no skips.
Okay.
And the replayability of every song on here is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Like,
okay.
Like this album, bro, this album, and I know third a Kendrick hater. I know you a Kendrick hater, but you cannot doubt this man's ability to make great music. This album is gonna go down as a classic. I swear.
Okay.
Because I say that because out of the singles, this album is so good. He could have literally picked any song. Any song on this album could be a single. Any song.
Okay.
Even the song I don't like, which is funny. The one song I don't like is the title song GNX. Even the song I don't like, I like.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's pressure.
Right.
It's pressure.
Okay. Is that all your justifications for 3 albums?
As of right now. If something else comes up for a while, I pick them out, I'll chime in. But as of right now, yeah, that's it.
All right, cool. Third Degree. What do you think of his 3 albums?
What do I think of his 3 albums?
Yeah.
Get Rich or Die Trying, definitely. I approve. I could actually, I almost put it on my list, to be honest with you. It was just, when that album came out, it was bonkers. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent and the whole movement, G Unit, and then you had Eminem backing them, Dre, and all that aftermath. So in the video, I think we spoke on it a couple episodes back, where the 106 and Park in the club was like #1 for so long. So I definitely love that one. The Kendrick, I can't rock with Kendrick. So,
Okay.
And I am biased, so I will put that out there for the crowd.
Hold on. I gotta ask you this, because you said this in one of the other episodes, or you alluded to this in one of the other episodes. Are you not a fan simply because of what went on with Drake?
I say 90%, yes. 90%.
Bro, that's not bro. But that's not a valid reason to not like an artist, bro.
So I always preface it with I'm biased. You know what I'm saying? I put it out there. Like,
okay, so have you heard the album?
No, I will not.
You won't even give it a shot?
No, I can't listen to it.
Goodness.
You won't even give it a shot?
But the little things I hear, like, so on TikTok, people pick a side and they'll put the little snippets of what he's saying. I still haven't heard anything on a snippet that make me stop and be like, yo, he got something for Drake. I ain't heard nothing. So I haven't sat down and listened to the whole album, but I've heard enough of it on TikTok to be like, it's borderline trash to me. Well, what I've heard is borderline trash. So until everything settles down and I get out my feelings and I really listen to the album.
That's what it is. That's what it is. You're in your feelings.
Yeah.
You're in your feelings.
Oh my God.
I always tell that. I tell Rob that I always will put, hey, I am biased because Drake is my guy. But to get into my list, is we going into the list now?
Yeah.
You can go to the list.
Go to the list, man.
So once again, Third is going to bring y'all some different perspective on this. And just remember, guys, for y'all flame me in the comments like y'all typically try to do. This is my list. This is Third list. 3RD. Right? So we're going to start at the bottom. I'm going to put mine in orders. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put mine in order. So we're going to start at the bottom. Number 3 is Timbaland Shock Value 2. Now, I know y'all like, what in the hell is Third doing? Remember on the producer episode, I had Timbaland number one,
Okay.
if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
I think
Was
yeah,
it
you
number
did.
one?
Tell me. Yeah, I believe so.
This album is why I like different type of beats, and I
Okay.
just like the way he do his songs. Right. So some
Okay.
of my favorite tracks on Shock Value 2. Are y'all familiar with the Shock Value album? By the way.
Not really.
I'm gonna tell you
Okay.
now, straight up.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. So some of my favorite songs on there is Carry Out, Can You Feel It, and Say Something. Y'all probably know Say Something with Drake. Say something, baby. Say
Yeah, yeah,
something,
yeah.
baby. Say
Okay.
something, baby.
Yeah, I know that
Yeah.
song.
Okay. So all three of these songs are like popish type rap. And if you know anything about Third, I love the whole pop, electronic, EDM type beats as well.
Okay.
Not only hip hop, I love dance music. So this album is like a perfect blend of hip hop, dance type music.
Okay.
Timbaland is known as more of a pop producer and a rap producer. To be honest, his later career, like most of his hits are more pop. You know, we were talking about it last episode with Timberlake, Justin Timberlake. You know who else? Drake. Um,
I mean,
whoever.
Timbo is a. I mean, he is a super producer.
Timberlake, Drake, yeah. Nelly Furtado. Like
Yeah.
he has a lot of global artists
Right.
that he worked with, you know?
Yeah.
So that's my. I really love that album. We're gonna
Okay.
go into number two, which I'm surprised you didn't mention. Tick. It's Lil Wayne, the Carter 2. Come on, guys.
You know what's funny?
Ooh.
You know what's
Come
funny?
on.
Ooh.
Me and Rhymez was just talking about this. Was it last night?
Yeah.
Was
Maybe.
it last night or night before last? We
Yeah,
was just talking
yeah.
about this.
Yeah.
We was just saying how the Carter 2 sounds like none of his other albums.
Yes.
I didn't
Yeah.
pick any Wayne albums for the simple fact that I didn't want to be biased. That's why I
Okay.
didn't. If I would have picked the Wayne album, it would have been the Carter 3.
Well,
That's what I was about to say. Some people, a lot of people, like Carter 3.
Yeah,
I
'cause-
particularly like Carter 2. What about you, Rhymes? What you think?
I like honestly Carter 2, Carter 3, Carter 4. I think are great.
Okay.
yeah,
Like,
I like
those are
all
my
of them.
favorite Carters.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the Carter's okay, and I think Carter 5 is okay. But the three in the middle, those are the ones that
Yeah.
is great to me.
But if you
Yeah.
had to pick between 2 or 3, so I'm go 2. Tick's gonna go 3. We need one to take the balance. What you got? What you got? 2 or 3?
I don't even know. Damn.
3 is a
I'm
banger.
gonna say
bro. 3 is a banger.
that's so
I'm not gonna
tough.
lie. But 2 hit me differently. You know what I mean? I think it was at a different time in my life, and Wayne was the top rapper, period, undisputed when the Carter 2 dropped. I don't think
Facts.
nobody will argue with you that says
Facts,
Wayne
no.
was the best rapper alive.
Nah, facts. Facts.
I'm gonna tell you Carter 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell
Some
you
of my
Carter 2.
favorite tracks from Carter 2 was Money on My Mind, Money on My Mind, Money on My Mind. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Of course.
Best rapper alive. Fireman. I believe Fireman was on there.
Okay.
The Mob.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an album that I don't think have any skips. What you think, Tick?
I'm looking at it now.
No skips.
For me, 2 skips.
Woo.
Which 2? And
I don't
why?
like Wheezy Baby, and I don't like Feel Me. And I honestly can't tell you. I think you know what it is. I don't remember those songs. I remember. I'm looking at the names. I remember every song on here except for those 2.
See,
And 9 out of 10, I probably skipped them every time they came on. And with me, most times I skip a record if the beat don't catch me off rip.
yeah.
Right.
Initially, I'm gonna skip it until somebody be like, "No, you gotta listen to what he's saying."
Yeah.
Then I'll go back and like, "Okay."
Yeah.
But those 2, I don't remember those songs. So yeah.
Okay. 2 skips. Okay.
But Carter 3 for me has no skips. So
Got you. All right. So then my number 1, and this one's probably going to be shocking to you, Tick, but probably not to Rhymes. It's my favorite, the most lyrical, the best MC to ever do this.
So
Eminem.
Okay.
okay.
And this might shock y'all, which album I'm gonna choose. The Eminem Show.
Not a shock.
Nah, that's not a shock at all. The Eminem Show is probably one of his best albums.
One of his best 3 or 4 albums, easily.
Yeah.
A lot of people wouldn't put his number one though. A lot of people wouldn't put it as his number one. I do, but for my reason goes to kind of what you said earlier, Tick. It was the first album where I got my own money. I went and worked the job, right? I used to work at Cookout, and I took my check, and I went into what was it in the mall? FYI,
FYE.
FYE.
Yeah.
And I spent my money on that album.
Yeah.
So that was something special. This was one of the first albums I ever bought. So it has a special place in my heart. Some of my favorite tracks on there: Square Dance.
Yeah.
Cleaning out my closet.
Yeah.
Now I would never put my own mama I would never diss my own mama just to get recognition. Take a second to listen before you think this record is this, and just put yourself in my position. Just try to envision witnessing your mama popping prescription pills in your kitchen. That goddamn Eminem.
That's almost like that was crazy. That whole scheme, that was crazy.
Sing for the moment.
Dope song.
Till I Collapse.
You know what?
Top
one of the
5 gym
top hype gym boxing. Get hype, get ready to go live
of all time. And then people can argue with their mother about that. I don't care. Of all time.
I'm bugging.
Has no skips.
I'm bugging. Yeah, I'm bugging. I don't know why I didn't put this on my list.
Yes, it's no.
I think it was because I was pressed and I ain't been listening to music in so fucking long. I was like, shit, what should I do?
So I had to come strong with my top 2 because I knew y'all wasn't gonna feel number 3. But if y'all don't got Carter 2, and y'all don't got the Eminem Show, at least at your top 10 albums of all time, bro, y'all not doing the genre justice.
And this album would be top 5 for me.
Okay, good.
This album would be in top 5.
So, and mind you, just let the people know we are doing not what we think is the best. We're doing favorites. So this is favorites.
Favorites. These are our list.
Yeah,
so what you got for me, Rhymes? What you think about this list, Rhymes?
So what do I think about the list?
First, what you think about TIC's list, and then what you think about
okay. TIC, 50 Cent, love it. Classic album. I know we all 3 of us said the same exact thing. That album when it dropped, it took over the whole world.
Yes.
Like they can't nobody deny that it took over the whole world.
Facts.
Like and technically it started the whole Shady Aftermath empire with that album, right?
Yeah, definitely.
The Tech 9 album, I'm not too familiar, so I can't give like
same with me. Yeah.
I got you.
What was the third album? What did the last one you said?
The GNX.
Oh yeah. Next. I hear But just going off a general review, everyone seems to love that album, right? It's a lot of people that love that album. I did hear about 2 or 3 songs, but I don't think I've heard enough to really give like an actual review, an actual opinion. I'm not like one of these people that listen one time like, oh, that shit was trash, oh, that shit was fire. No, I give time to dissect the actual what's going on, dissect the art. And I always do that. So upon just those listens of, maybe 3 songs that I heard Joint with SZA, 2 joints with SZA. I heard Mustard. And there was something else. So maybe 4 songs. But I haven't heard enough to give like a true opinion. So we'll call that incomplete and we can dive back into that in another episode. Which we will be doing most likely here shortly anyway. Third, your list. Eminem Show. Come on now. Like that was the album right before 50 Cent album. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole Shady Aftermath takeover was ridiculous.
Yes.
Hold on. What's your favorite M album? Or if it's on your list, don't say it yet.
It's not on my list.
All right.
I don't know my favorite M album.
Ooh.
I've never really thought about that. But maybe that's something we can come to in a later episode though. Because we should do an Eminem episode.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We already did a Jay-Z episode. You know what I mean? So we'll save that.
All right. Carter 2.
Carter 2, great. Like honestly, I can't even shit on your list because I think that's great. And I've never in my life heard a Timbaland album besides the Timbaland and Magoo joint. back in the day. So I can't tell you nothing about
Hold
that.
up. See, now I gotta go look at this damn.
I'm telling you, man, if you listen to it with open ears, right? Just listen to it. You go
Now, is this a whole because I like the beats, or is it?
a lot of it to me, Tick is the same with you. I gotta like the beat first, and you know, Timbaland is masterful with creating just a whole production. So a lot of his albums features different people, but he's actually on there rapping and shit, and the beats is just phenomenal. And it's a whole range of shit. Like I said, you can listen to some hip hop in there, and then you're gonna listen to some whole pop dubstep type junk, and then he'll switch it to some like classical. It's just a array of a lot of different styles, but they
And
all
you know
go
what?
hard.
I'm gonna get us a fast shake. I'm gonna listen to it before
I think you really would like it.
I only know 2 songs off the hand. That's the 2 singles. Freaking The Way I Are and I don't think Give It To Me was a single.
Give it to me. Yeah, it was.
By Justin Timberlake and Ella Potato?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's probably why I know it. So yeah, I'm gonna add this to my
Check it out. Let me
library.
know, man, when you
And I will
hear it, what
listen
you
to
think
it.
about it.
I'm gonna listen to it probably before the end of the week.
Okay.
Yeah, or probably tomorrow.
And then the audience, man, check it out. I'm telling you, if y'all want something different, check it out. I guarantee you'll be a fan.
Yeah.
Now, Rhymes. Let's hear this list.
All right. So my list, I think my list is more true to the core of hip hop.
Of course.
All right.
So you know, just to be honest, I feel like I had to go kind of default here, right? But number 3, it started in 1994. The album dropped in 94. When it did drop, it became what many people
Still
call.
mad.
No, that was like 96, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, album Illmatic, to be honest with you. That's what it is. Illmatic. I mean, 94. Yeah.
As soon as you said 94, I was like, didn't Nas drop his first album in 94?
Yeah, I knew it had to be still mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And like, let's be real, yo.
I can't be mad at that at all.
Not at all.
Like, oh my God, when I tell you the classics that's on this fucking album, well, first off, I mean, he depicted urban struggle.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Definitely.
He predicted, like he showed, you know, just like what we go through. He wrote a letter to people in prison. You know what I'm saying? Just describing, like, yo, what up, kid? I know shit is rough doing your bid. When the cops came, you should have slid to my crib. Fuck it, black, no time for looking back is done. Oh, congratulations. You know you got a son? I heard he looks like you. Why don't your lady write you? Told her she should visit. That's when she got hyper. Flipping, talking about he acts too rough. He didn't listen. He be riffing when I'm telling him stuff. I'm like, yeah, sure they don't care. She a snake too. Fucking with them niggas from that fake crew that hate you. But yo, guess who got shot in the dome piece? Jerome's niece on the way home from Jones Beach. It's bugged. You know what I'm saying? Like, he literally he wrote, if I'm not mistaken, three letters to people that was incarcerated in prison, and just telling, like, the way he did that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, guess who got shot in the dome piece? You know what I'm saying? Jerome's niece on the way home from Jones Beach. You know what I'm saying? Like, the rhyming in that, the fact that he was able to, you know, literally just tell stories. You can't tell me you can't envision that shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Then you got DJ Premier up here killing it on New York State of Mind. Bing, 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 bing. Like, come on, man. New York State of Mind was one of the best songs, like, just of that era. It really was. You know, it captured the grittiness of the city. It captured just the grittiness in life, period, that us, you know, as black people, as a struggle was going through. Just that beat, and then just the way that he was able to rhyme over it, it's crazy. You know, One Love was the one I was talking about with the letters.
Yeah.
You know, like, I love that song. Like, Illmatic is a classic.
It's the definition of street poetry.
100%. So that's where I'm at with it. My number 3 favorite album of all time.
And that's your number 3. That's crazy.
Motherfucking Matic. And it could have been number 1, trust me. I was telling Tick before this, I was like, yeah, I don't even know, you know, My list ain't, definite. This ain't like an absolute list for me.
Okay.
Number two. So many people think my favorite artist is Eminem. No, favorite rapper is not Eminem. My favorite rapper is.
Oh, I know where you going.
FABO. Fabulous.
There we go. All right, so hold third. What album you think I'm going with?
It's the what is it? Loso's Way.
There we go. Loso's Way.
Okay.
Loso's Way.
Hey, hold on. Pause the show.
All right. What's up?
I always liked Fabulous. I ain't gonna lie. I
Yeah.
always liked Fabulous. But I remember growing up with Rhymez. And Rhymez would always be in my ear telling me how nice Fabulous was. And I'd be like, all right, he's nice. But when somebody telling you something, you're like, yeah. But when I heard this album, bro, yes, I was a believer at that point. Because I always thought your boy was nasty. But I forgot about this album, Rhymez. And I kind of feel bad because this is probably up there with me too, man. So I'm gonna give it back to you, but bro, when you said my favorite artist, and I knew who you,
you know about,
oh my god, how I fucking left out this album.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hand it back to you, bro.
So Loso's Way dropped when I was out in Okie. You know what I mean? You had left, but it starts crazy. There's My Time. The features was crazy. You got Neo, you got Jeremiah, you got Jay-Z, you got Kerry Hilson. Like the production was crazy. Oh, excuse me, the production, not even just the production side and feature side. The Dream was on this album. You know what I mean? He made a classic song talking about throw it in the bag. Come on, man. That song was everywhere. And the remix is crazy with that as well. He had chicks up here thinking like they deserve niggas money and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, nah, man, that joint was a classic album to me. I'ma do it. Yo, I'm telling you now, straight up. When me and Lil Bro used to ride around Japan, nigga, I will put I'ma do it on to bump that shit. That shit would be loud as fuck. And that shit was hype.
Was Breathe on that album?
Was Breathe on that album? Nah, you talking about
Breathe with no one.
That was from not from Nothing to Something. That was the album 2004 though. I just can't think of the name of it.
Okay.
Yeah, Breathe was a different joint. But they stay with Marsha Ambrosia when they're talking about just being a father, you know what I mean? And staying in the situation with your child.
Right.
Shit, he even mentioned Lil Wayne, if I'm not mistaken, it was like Weezy's at the awards with his with Mrs. Carter. No, not his girl. I'm talking about his daughter. Something like that.
Yeah, he got a song with Wayne on here called Salute.
And Salute was fucking fire. Fucking fire. Salute was crazy.
You know what? I must have listened to this album because this album is in my library.
Bro, Salute was crazy.
I haven't played it in a while.
Oh yeah, that's worth a listen, man.
It's in the air like college now. Fuck you niggas, or like pollen now. Fuck you niggas hollering now. Beef is just a styling cow. Beef is just a styling cow. Come on. Nah, my man's went off on that. So Fabulous, Loso's Way. That was crazy. My number one, I think third on my number one.
I think so.
Yeah. It's crazy because this is the year I moved out of New York and I moved down south. And two of my favorite albums dropped that year. One of them was Blueprint. We talked about this on an earlier episode.
Hey, that almost got on my list too, man. I was struggling with that one.
Yeah, but when I tell you me and Third, this is like when me and Third met. Yeah. And we used to link up all the time and just spit freestyles.
Yeah.
And we used to just kick it, just literally off of this one album.
Yeah.
Ludacris is word of mouth.
Oh,
I got people scared as fuck, like when condoms break. Or have your heart feeling
yeah.
80 pounds of steak. So put your belly on the plate and watch your weight. You frost it like a flick, and Ludacris feels
great. Who want to come test me? Like it. I don't care. I've never heard it called this, but I'm calling it. To me, it's a fucking classic, right?
It is.
And I can argue and say, like, you know how I just said my list isn't absolute. For right now, my number one spot is Absolute. That is my favorite album of all time. Yeah. Because, yo, think about it. The man had Move, bitch. Get out the way. Yeah. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. The man had.
Here I go.
There we go.
Uh-oh.
Don't jump, bitch, move. You know what I mean?
Shout
The
out
man.
to Mystical, man. Shout out
Oh,
to
yeah.
Mystical.
Shout out to Mystical, of
Hey,
course.
Tarantula almost made my list, bro.
Really?
Tarantula, yo. Hey, y'all.
Yo, I was
sleeping
listening to it a few weeks ago. I actually put some of the songs on my
on-
playlist.
It had 3-4 tracks straight. You know.
Yeah. Area codes.
Oh yeah.
God, pose.
Come on now. Like area codes is on that shit. In different
area code.
area. You know what I mean?
Area code.
Then you got roll out, roll out,
Oh, yeah.
roll
It had some
out,
bangers.
roll out. Come on now. Then you got keep it on the hush. Don't say nothing. Ain't gonna be no talking while I'm doing my thing.
The skits on there was crazy.
The skits
too,
was
man.
Oh
crazy.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I'm
Remember
sorry.
the albums had skits? Do they still do the skits on the albums now?
Some,
Some.
yeah.
Some.
You know the best album that came out? Yeah, obviously I'm trying to start some shit. You know the best album recently that came out with skits? A Kendrick Lamar album.
I wouldn't know. I tell you, album that didn't have no skits. That motherfucking flute album.
Oh my god.
Oh my
This nigga
god.
won't stop with the Fluid album.
Why are you hating on 3 Stacks like that, man? Oh, I heard that shit you said too about Stacks being overrated, bro. Yo, bro.
I knew somebody was gonna get you on the show sooner or later.
Bro.
Hey, y'all make it sound like I didn't think he was nice. He's nice. He's just not as nice as y'all put him. That's it.
How?
Y'all got him up there with like Jay. Y'all got him up there with like
Yes.
him.
Yes.
He's not that nice, bro.
Have you listened to Andre 3000?
He's nice, bro.
Have you listened to any Outkast albums?
Outkast, I love him. I love Outkast.
And you saying 3 Stacks ain't up there with Jay? I think 3 Stacks is better than Jay.
I mean, what we talking about? What we talking about?
I'm talking about lyricism.
Oof.
Lyricism.
Okay, I give you that. He's up there with Jay with lyricism.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Now, as far as hits, that's objective.
No.
That's
Hell
objective.
Hell no.
I don't think
And then two, you got to think about where you from.
Oh.
You got to think about where you from.
I'm in the South.
Yeah.
He ain't even up there with Jeezy.
Wait.
So I can give you South artists. I can give you South artists that's bigger than Andre.
Wait. As far as what?
Gucci Mane. I can give you
as far as what though, like hits?
It's artists. Hits. Yeah. Gucci Mane kills Andre 3K as far as the South.
In hits.
In hits.
Hits.
You know what? He might have a point.
You do.
I'm gonna step out of this argument because I know how I feel about Gucci.
As much as I hate to admit it, you're right about that. Only because of the type of music it is.
You got it.
So he got club music. He got club music. He got street music. So of course, the type of people that listen to that music, of course, they go rock with Jeezy or Gucci Mane before Stacks, but they're not better artists than him. In no way, shape, or form.
Lyricism,
None.
that's why I say it depends what we talking about. Overall artists, I would say Andre 3K probably. I got them over Jeezys and stuff like that. But
if you talking about what you bumping in,
I still got you got Eminem, right? Can y'all see my hand?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Boom. You got Eminem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right here.
Okay.
No one's close to him. So then you got to come about down here for you to even get to the next layer. All right. So if this is like M, no one is fucking with him. Okay. So if no one in this area, come down. Then you got the Jay-Z's. Then you got the Nas. Then you got the Lil Waynes. This is where y'all like to put this nigga Andre at. This motherfucker's not here. You feel me? He might be next level. And then I give it to you. That's where you got people like let's see Jadakiss. And you got people like 50 Cent. And you got people like these are mega stars, right? These are good artists, but they're not on J level. They're not on Nas level. They not on Lil Wayne's level. They definitely not on M level. But they still good. That's all I'm saying.
But you hold
That's
up.
all I'm saying.
Hold up.
Look at Rhymes over there. And Rhymes agree because he ain't saying nothing.
Hold
You
up.
can't
No,
sit
no,
there.
no, no, no,
No,
no.
wait.
Well,
Wait, you
but-
couldn't.
It's
Wait,
on Jay-Z's level. Lyrically, no matter what you want to put, lyrically, artist, catalog, whatever you want to choose, he is not getting Jay on nothing but maybe lyricist. Maybe. And that's a maybe. Everything else, you got to give it to Jay. You can't say that about Nas. You can't say that about Lil Wayne. So what am I saying wrong? Somebody tell me what am I saying wrong?
It's weird how you're putting it because it's like you're merging two different things at the same time. Because it's like, so who did you put on the same level as 3 Stacks?
Okay, so on 3 Stacks level, you probably got somebody like Jadakiss. Nasty.
Pause.
Nice, right?
Pause.
All right.
Pause. So now Jada is nice. I
Nice.
fuck with Jada heavy.
Right.
I fuck with Jada heavy. I don't think his pen is as good as 3 Stacks.
What?
I don't think his pen is as good as 3 Stacks.
Hold
I don't
on,
think
what
it.
you mean?
Now
You elaborate.
I don't think his pen. I don't think is as good. Now, mind you, he about like if Jadakiss here, Stacks is like right here.
In lyricism?
Yes. Yes. Bruh, the way Andre put shit together is poetry. It's poetry.
Walk it out like an usher.
Yo, don't-
If you want to go to war with guns, my pleasure. Come on, man. That's Dr. Seuss shit. You will never hear Jada put out no shit like that. Never. Now Jada shit might be simple with the syllables and stuff, but he gonna go the whole track like that, and that's hard.
But
we
then
was talking
too,
about
you
the
gotta.
episode before.
But then
Wrong.
too, you gotta think about the type of music they make. All Jada make is street shit. He makes street shit.
That's why he's at that tier. He can't get out that realm. That's why I don't have him up there with. So let me. I'm glad you said it. This is where I look at like Eminem. I can give Eminem and say, hey, rap about cars, and the shit's gonna be fire. I can say, hey, Eminem, rap about a club shit. Shit gonna be fire. Hey, Eminem, rap about women. Shit gonna be fire. I can do the same with these artists on the second tier, the Jay-Z's, the Nas, and they can do it, but not just as a lyrical as M. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Those people on that third, they got one lane. And that's how I feel like Jada. He's real nice lyrically, but he has that same structure.
So Stacks only got one lane.
Come on, man. You heard that flute shit. Come on, dude. Like,
You know what? Hey, you know what?
But that shit don't work.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna let you have it.
Oh my god.
Hey, I'm
That's
gonna let you
all I'm
have it.
saying. I love him, man. I swear, people think I'm hating.
I'm gonna let you have it.
But some of his shit, it's like, what are you doing, dude?
Okay, I'm gonna let you have it.
Oh my
That's all I'm
god.
saying. That's all I'm saying.
I'm
Okay.
gonna let you have it.
So your thoughts is this. All right, so Jadakiss has a lane. You think
Yes.
you think Andre has a lane?
Definitely. It's that weirdo lane. He kills that masterfully. Like that weirdo, like he can get serious, but a lot of his big hits, man, or a lot of his stuff is because he goes outside of the norm. Even Outkast, the group, they were outside of like what you would normally hear on the radio at the time. You know,
Yeah.
especially coming from the South. So that's always been a niche of theirs to kind of go against the grain. But I think Andre takes it a little bit further than like Big Boy or other artists. He goes like, hey y'all, you hear the shit he put out? Come on now, y'all make it sound like y'all. Come on, you know the shit I'm talking about.
Have you ever actually listened to the words in Hey Y'all? Like, do you actually know what that song was about?
I mean,
The fact that he made a song that sad on a beat that hype,
it's
said
hard.
something.
I love it, bro. I love Hey Y'all, but come on, man.
Tick, what's the song about?
I am your neighbor. Come on, bro. Come on.
I can't
dude.
even think.
I mean, that's
I
more of
can't
an
even-
ad lib. Let's be real. That's an
I
ad
can't
lib.
even think.
Part of
Hold
the
up.
song. You see what I'm saying? It's like it's not.
Yeah,
It's-
but the
it's
song Hey
different.
Y'all is actually a sad song. It's not it's not a up tempo song. Like that's why he say y'all don't hear me. That was the main reason why he said y'all don't hear me.
What's the song about? Yeah,
Hold up. I'm I'm looking because, like I said, I haven't listened to these songs in so long.
Not you first. Like the fact that somebody would listen to the song, and then we would have to go back to find out. Oh, this was a serious song. Lets you know like it's on some different stuff. You know what I mean? It's just different.
But that's part of the art.
I'm saying it is, and I'm not knocking it, but I'm just saying that's the lane that I'm saying he falls in. When you listen to when you think Andre 3K, right? You think of, okay, this guy's lyrical. He's like a poet, right? He's a poet type dude that's different. That's what you think. I'm not saying nothing different. Like, he's on some different shit. If you would take Eminem and mix it in a bottle and pour a lot of water in it and water it down Eminem, you got Andre 3K. That's what I'm saying.
Whoa.
That is blasphemy.
That's what I'm saying. If you took some Eminem, you took a big ass bottle, you poured Eminem in it, right? And you took a gallon of water. And you mixed it in. Now you got Andre 3K. That's what he's trying. He's trying to be different like him, but it's just not hitting like him. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. I love him as an artist. I love him as a lyricist. I definitely don't think he's more lyrical than Jada, but he is lyrical. I would consider him a lyricist, but he's different. But that's what makes him. That's why a lot of people like him, because he is different. You know what I mean? So his gift is his curse, to me.
Hear me out. When you say Jadakiss has a lane, I agree with you. I believe Jadakiss does have a lane. I think the difference between him and Andre is Andre, if he does have a lane, it's because he chooses to have a lane that specific day. Andre can be in each lane of the fucking highway if he chose to be. He's that different. Because he can hit you with the fucking, no, I hear you. I was listening. I'm gonna get it down.
I'm hearing you. Go ahead. I'm just fighting. Okay.
So Andre can hit you with, okay, yeah. Now walk it out like an usher. All right, cool. We get that, right? He can hit you with, something a little more storytelling wise and kind of biopic of Sorry Miss Jackson, right? So that's different. That's not the same as fucking walk it out like an usher. He can hit you with
pause right there though.
Okay, yeah.
Hit me with the hardest bars in Sorry Miss Jackson. Your TIC, either one of y'all. Hit me with the hardest bars. I'm giving y'all time. I'm gonna challenge everything y'all say.
No, please.
I know y'all agree. Y'all just don't want to say it. Because
what I'm telling you is
the pressure of the audience on y'all ass. But I'm gonna show y'all what's going on. So what's the hardest
when you ever know me to worry about what the audience think? I'm gonna say my fucking opinion.
Pull them up, TIC. You looking at it. What's the hardest
I'm looking at him.
Sorry Miss Jackson.
Hold up.
So the thing is, it's more so about, it's kind of biopic because he's telling his story up there, right? About with him and his baby mother.
Right?
I'm not saying it ain't meant to be lyrical. It just ain't meant to be like to have punchlines or to have.
That's my question. Is it lyrical or not?
It's very lyrical. I'm gonna read the lyrics. I'm gonna read the lyrics to his verse. 10 times out of 9. Now, if I'm lying, find the quickest muzzle, throw it in my mouth, and I'll decline. King meets queen, then the puppy love thing. Together, dream about that crib with the good year swing. On the oak tree. I hope we feel like this forever, 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 ever, forever, ever. Forever never seems that long until you're grown and notice that the day by day
can't be too long.
Miss Jackson, my intentions were good. I wish I could become a magician and abracadabra all the sadder thoughts of me, thoughts of she, thoughts of he, asking what happened to the feeling that her and me had. I pray so much about it, need some knee pads. It happened for a reason, one can't be mad. So know this, know that everything's cool. And yes, I will be present on the first day of school and graduation. You can't say what's the hardest bar. The whole verse is the hardest bar.
That shit's not hard, bro. That shit's nice. That shit is not lyrical, guys. Let's go back to episode.
He told a whole fucking story. What you mean it ain't lyrical?
Let's go back.
What are you talking about?
You getting in your feelings, TIC?
No, I'm not. No, trust me. I'm not getting. No, trust me. I'll never get my feelings. I'm listening.
Let me hear.
Let me, Rhymes, let's go back to episode 1. What
I'm
do we
listening.
consider lyricism?
What did we consider lyricism?
Let me pull up the episode.
I'm trying to remember. What did we consider lyricism? Because off the top of my head, I can't remember.
Choice of words, correct? Choice of the rhyme
Correct.
scheme. Choice of the syllable words.
Yeah.
Now you tell me in that bar that you just spoke to me, Tick, what words did he use had more than 2 syllables that he rhymed together? None.
Yeah, but that's
None.
You're
when y'all
okay.
say
So you're
lyricism-
going on the technical aspect.
Yes.
See
yes.
me.
So that's what I mean. That's why I say I love that song. I love him as an artist. But when you say lyricism, you're talking about something different. When you tell me lyricism, I'm focusing on the lyrics. I'm focusing on the syllables. I'm focused on the complexity of the scheme. That shit was not complex. That shit was Dr. Seuss, green eggs and ham. I do like green ham. Saying I am. That's what that shit was. You hear me? That's what I'm talking about. Not saying
So
shit wasn't hard.
you're talking about the difficulty
Yes.
of it.
That's lyricism. Episode 1, that's lyricism. When
I'm talking about the
that's what I'm talking
feeling. I'm talking about the feeling and
You're
the
talking
story.
about something that Jay does better than anybody else. And I agree. I love that. Like Jay-Z, the feeling, what he's saying, the simplest things he say, but it hit hard. That's what Jay does better than anybody else. That bar that you just spit, that's where I would put that in. But I wouldn't call that lyricism. I wouldn't say it was a great lyricism. No. This is when I say lyricism, you got to look at M, the best lyricist I think to ever do it, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You find me offensive. I find you offensive for finding me offensive. Hence, if I should draw the lines in offensive, if so, to what extensive? It should I go, because it's getting expensive being on the other side of the courtroom on the defensive. I cause extensive psychological nerve damage to the brain when I go to list it. Part of other people's expenses. I just say you're too goddamn sensitive. It's censorship and it's downright blasphemous. Let's end this shit now, because I won't stand for this. You see the difference? You see the difference? How he rhyming, the choice of words, how he laying them? That's lyricism. That shit that you just spit, it was hard, but it was simple. It was simple. Say it again. I mean, I'm here. It was simple, bro. It was not one bar that was 2 syllables, more than 2 syllables that he rhymed in that whole 16. Not once.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
You know what I just
And most
realized?
of his records is like that.
You know what I realized?
What you realized, Dick?
That I've known about myself, but you just solidified it.
Yeah. The lyricist. Yeah, I already know what you're about to
with
say.
the
'Cause I know you.
lyricism,
I know what you're gonna say.
for me, it ain't about the technical side of it. It ain't about how difficult it is to put this together. It's about what does this make me feel?
Yep, I knew you were gonna say that.
What does this make me feel? Yeah, true. Top dog with the lyricism. But at the end of the day, most of the shit he says is for the sake of it being lyrical, for the sake of it being difficult.
Mm-hmm.
You could go to school to learn that shit. In fact, there are schools that teach that. Fuck, Mickey Fax has one.
I'm about to say, shout out to Mickey Fax.
Mickey Fax has one.
Pendulum Inc. Shout out
Yeah,
Pendulum Inc.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
shout out Pendulum Inc. But you can teach that shit. You can't teach feeling. You can't teach feeling.
Oof, that's
I
a
agree.
bar. That's
I
a
agree.
bar.
So
I agree. I agree.
that's why I would put somebody like 3 Stacks that high.
So let me ask you this. All right. So I'm about to back you into a corner.
Okay.
I put Jay-Z as the best of what you just said.
Okay.
Feeling. Jay-Z does it better than anybody, even him, in my book. So where do you got 3 Stacks compared to Jay-Z?
Either on his level or right below him or right above him, depending on the day. Because 3 Stacks can do everything Jay can do. Stacks can do the same thing.
So you're really feeling you're really feeling 3 Stacks music as much as Jay's music.
Depends. See, you can't ask me these type of questions because my opinion on shit changed like night and day. So on Tuesday, I might bump all of Jay-Z's music. On Wednesday, I might bump all of 3 Stacks music. Mind you, as far as if I'm just listening to some music, I'll probably bump the Black album before I bump a 3 Stacks album.
All right, so this is it. You know me.
I'll probably bump the Black album before I bump a 3 Stacks album.
You know my style. I'm gonna back you up, and then I'm gonna back you up, make you.
Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
challenge you. So now that you said that, let's take it back to the trap artist. So if it ain't about the art of putting the lyrics in, it is just about the feeling. So how can we look at trap artists like Gucci, Waka, mumble rappers like Future? Where do you put them? Because it's all about feeling with that. It's not definitely nothing about bars.
On the bottom.
Where do you got them?
On the bottom.
Why?
Because I don't listen to that type of music.
But what about the feeling that it gives those people?
I can't resonate with any of that music. So I don't. If I'm listening to a Jeezy song, if I'm listening to a Gucci Man song, it's strictly for the beat. Strictly, I can give a fuck what they say.
You can't identify what they're talking about.
Because I can't identify what they're talking about.
You like Andre 3K because you can identify with what he's talking
about. I like Andre 3K because he makes you think and he makes you feel something. A Gucci, Jeezy don't make you feel shit with wanting to get drunk and fuck bitches.
Okay.
Or make money.
So where do you put people like Common Sense, and the Roots? You like that type of stuff, right?
They're up there. I like that type of stuff. I don't necessarily like those artists because I don't like how they rap. Like I don't like their style. I'm eclectic, bro. I'm eclectic. I'm different. It's like it's got to be certain things. I'll bump certain Common songs, but a majority of his songs I won't listen to because I don't like how he raps.
Is it too complex, or is it too simple, or is just the voice, like the tonality? I'm really interested now.
It's too old school.
Okay.
Like Common and Talib, like they got a real old school sound. The same with Mos Def. Now, mind you, that song, I keep forgetting the name of the song. The song when they was riding through freaking Bed-Stuy. What's the name of the damn song?
Right? Oh, you talking about when he's riding through Flatbush?
Yeah, through Flatbush.
Redefinition.
Yes, I like that song, but I don't like it because it sounds so 80s.
So like kind of like the hip.
Yes. Like with those songs, with those type of songs, I really have to like freaking bear down and like really, okay, what is he really saying?
Interesting.
Because the sound of it is like it's too.
Yeah, I feel you. I know
exactly. It's too old school New York. I'm from Louisiana, bro. So it's a lot of that stuff. I'll listen to it for the sake of the art. But at the end of the day, am I putting this in my playlist? Probably not.
What about Boosie Boo?
I can't. Who? To my little Boosie?
Did you call it Bootsy Boo? What you call it?
To my little Boosie?
Real fans know Boosie Boo.
I like Lil Boosie when he was young. This new Lil Boosie, I don't like this new Lil Boosie. I like Lil Boosie when he was young. And I say that because when he was young, I was young. And when he was doing that street shit, I thought that street shit was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So when he was with the camp, shit like that, yes, I fuck with that. That him, fucking Webby, the old Kevin Gates, shit like that. That's my guilty pleasure music. I'll listen to some Jeezy, some Gucci Mane, some shit like that as my guilty pleasure music when I want to feel like I'm a gangster or when I want to feel like I'm a thug or some shit. But as far as it being in my daily rotation because the words they're saying are so profound, fuck no.
Okay. What you think about all this, Ron?
This was a lot.
It was a lot. When they said the lyricism piece, because
I get what you said. I get what you're saying with the lyricism, and I see what you meant. I guess I had that wrong in my mind, but yeah, as far as the technical side of shit, but mind you,
you said something though that really makes me think. And we might need to do an episode, Pin Game. What is more important? The structure, the lyricism, because we as writers, you write too, right? Because I heard some stuff. Is it harder? The bars, the structure, the lyrics that you're crafting, which is harder, to do that or the feel? Because you said earlier
to put both of them together.
Definitely,
that's what's harder. That's what's harder to put both of them together.
Thinking, like a lot of my artists, and once again, I can be biased. A lot of my top artists are more lyrical, but I do have a lot of artists that I love solely because of the feeling. Just because, like Jay, like he's like my artist. When you say who is somebody you really like, right? That's not lyrical, but can be. Like I think Jay can take it there. He chooses not to, but I think he can. But he doesn't have to because he's so great at the feeling, right?
You
So
know what you
now
just
I
made
sit
me
back.
think?
Now I
Right,
sit
what's
back
that?
based off of this discussion. It's like, what is more important? Which is harder? Because I think technically being able to be a lyricist is harder to do. I think it's harder to do that. But
Nah.
Look,
I
isn't it
fucked up. I
more
fucked up my
important?
own list, and you just made me realize I fucked up my own list.
so I love this show.
I
Yeah.
fucked up my
It's
own
making
list.
me think. It's making me
No,
think.
I'm gonna tell you because I'm taking Tech Nine off of my list. DMX, and then there was X. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. That is my number one favorite album. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me. I should have thought about this shit more. DMX, and then there was X.
I second that. I like that.
Yeah,
The Professional. Oh my god. Every time that song comes on, I gotta I gotta rap along with that bitch. Every time that bitch comes on. Oh my god. And he, rest in peace, X. He made you fucking feel.
Yeah.
And Jay-Z will tell you this because he said it before multiple times on interviews.
Yeah.
His stage performance,
Yeah.
how he can bring was like a fucking roller coaster.
That's the only person you can argue with me that I entertain. That's the only person that you can argue to me about feeling that I will entertain to Jay.
I'm
I
glad you
don't know
said
if I
that.
will still give it to him, but
And
I
I can
definitely
understand
entertain
that.
argument.
I can understand that.
And that says a lot.
So
But go ahead, Rhymes. What you got?
yeah, just to jump in real quick, the whole thing about being either making someone feel you and lyrical, right? So like, let's just say there's a list of one, like over here in 10, it's super lyrical. Over here at 0, it's feeling, right? I think you have to do your best to figure out, first off, who are you as an artist, right?
Right.
Because like, okay, for me, I know it's more of the lyrical side, right? But I think I say stuff that people can feel. It just depends on, like who you are as a core though. Like your core. What's your core? Because for instance, like Tick will tell you a story. And that story, you gonna fucking feel that fucking story.
Right.
It doesn't mean like he's, he's not lyrical, but to his core, he's more so of something that you're gonna fucking feel. And for me, you're gonna look at more so on my technical side, and the fact that I'm more, I'm gonna try to fucking do all this fucking wordplay and all these flips and go over your fucking head type shit, right? So then it becomes, all right, cool. Now the challenge becomes, how can I make them feel me? You know what I'm saying? How can I become relatable to the audience? Because that's gonna be the challenge. So I believe it's just like, y'all watch like Avatar or something? Anybody?
Yeah.
What's the opposite of air?
Opposite is
Rock.
Earth, right? Right.
Yeah.
Earth, yeah.
Right.
So you saw how hard it was for Aang to, become a fucking earthbender.
Yeah.
It's similar to that
It's
in
the
my
opposite
thoughts.
end of what they know.
Exactly. Right. Now I think the best thing obviously is to be balanced. You know what I'm saying? And then also this, the thoughts of just becoming an actual songwriter in general, because there's differences. Because you can be a spitter and just a spitter, and all you know how to do is spit. But then when it comes to actually making a song,
a lot of your battle rappers.
Exactly. You don't really care about, strong structure and formats. And okay, cool. Do I need a bridge here? Okay, should this shit have some type of melody and yada yada yada? No, you probably just thinking, yo, I'm just a spitter and let me spit. I don't care about, how long, you know what I mean? Fuck the 16. Let me get 35. Takes knows I'm, kind of guilty of doing that every once in a while. But the thing is, I think what's hard is to do the actual opposite of you. That's what I think is the hardest thing, because it's literally the opposite of who you are.
Yeah.
So, okay, cool. Can they feel you? Because guess what? We don't look at Jeezy like He's the most lyrical dude, but you fucking felt that shit when you was listening to this nigga. When you was up here singing the joint with Akon, I can't think of the name right here. Off the top of my head.
Soul Survivor.
Say again?
Soul Survivor.
Yeah, you fucking felt that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like the most lyrical shit, but nah, he told what he needed to tell, and everybody fucked with that shit. Everybody fucked with that song. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just, finding a specific balance. And if just for lyricists, like, even, okay, we put M, at the top or whatever when it comes to lyricists, but you can't tell me he didn't have songs that people didn't feel. Because
some of his best songs were the songs that you felt from
him. He didn't go too lyrical.
Yeah, but then if you really take a look at it, people fuck with Stan, and you know what Stan was? Stan was a perfect thing of songwriting, perfect example of songwriting. Yeah. Rock Bottom, I know I brought it up during the Mickey Facts episode. Rock Bottom, how can you not feel that song? I fucking love that song. I think me and Tick talked about that song a few weeks ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he's still lyrical as hell on that song. You know? You can look at songs like you just mentioned, Sing for the Moment. How can you not fuck with Sing for the Moment? The only reason people probably won't is because it got guitar riffs and shit in it or something. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's not, hood drums and 808s and shit.
You know what? The more we talk about it, man, I'm starting to switch my stance, bro.
What's up?
I'm starting to agree with Tick, man. I'm starting to think that I understand what you're saying, but which is more important is the question. Like, I know it's probably going to be harder, for somebody who's overly lyrical to go into songwriting mode, and somebody who just make banger songs that go lyrical. Yeah. But at the end of the day, if you sit back and you take your biases out and you really look at the big picture, what is most important?
Strange things.
It kind of goes into how you feel. Like a lot of things with Eminem, a lot of people who gives him shit, it's because they say they can't relate to the shit, even though he's spitting that lyrical shit. Lyrical individual swimming in your swimming pool, and he be going ham and shit. It's like, bro, they don't relate to the shit.
But sir, you heard what I just said though?
What's that?
Strange things. Strange things. It's the perfect blend. Rhymes, this will forever be my favorite song of yours. It's a perfect blend because he told a story. Yeah. And the whole fucking song is a double entendre.
Yeah.
And he got schemes in there, so it's like that song is balanced.
It's balanced, It's balanced.
It and like, I tried to make it very relatable. Right. Like, and it was to the point to where when I first wrote it and I let some people hear it and they were questioning if I was having relationship problems.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I do love that song. I appreciate the love.
For sure.
Like real talk. Like that's one of my top 5 favorite songs that I've ever done.
But like, even on that one, that's one you balanced it. But me knowing you and knowing how you write and knowing how you go, that is not I'm gonna sit here strapped down, grind mode, rhymes type songs. It's one you thought about, that you crafted it perfectly.
Sure. Yeah.
But me knowing how you write and me knowing how you spit, you toned it down lyrically.
The thing is, I realized
you structured it different. There's a difference, and that's what I'm saying. I'm very specific on what language I'm using. I'm not saying it wasn't a lyrical song. What I'm saying is you structured it differently than you would structure a song. You had to make it make sense for multiple plays, right? But what I'm saying is how you would typically go at a track. Master Rhymes, it's in your fucking name, bro. Master Rhymes. How you put tracks together. I've been in the studio with you, right? I know the amount of time you take on a bar. You think about it, and you'll go back, The structure, the lyricism that you typically put into a track where you going all in, really depending on who's on the track with you too, as well.
Sometimes,
so let's say, hey, if I put you on a track with Mickey Facts that we just had on the episode, if y'all didn't see it, go check it out. You're gonna write that track in mind that Mickey Facts is coming up.
That's a fact.
So I know what I'm saying here. Listen,
that's a fact.
What I'm saying is, you will write a track, right? And in order to balance it out, like Tick said, this song, you have to pull back on some areas. So my question is not saying that we both all can agree both is important, right?
Yeah,
Both
100%.
But what
Right.
my question is to go back is which is more important. And before I had this conversation with you guys, I was on the side of lyricism being more important. I'm biased once again, I will admit it. But now I'm swaying towards the feeling because a lot of these lyrical cats like Nas, Fabulous, a lot of my favorite records from these guys are ones that they kind of tone back the lyricism, kind of like
Yeah.
you did. Is this trying to make sense what I'm saying now?
Yep.
So
Yeah, I get
it's
what you
like, so it's like, hey, I am a fan of lyricism, but those tracks that really stand out to me, my favorite. Look at my number 3, motherfucking Timberland. This motherfucker not spitting no shit. This motherfucker's doing pop shit. You know what I'm saying? But the feeling of those songs. One of the songs on there is "Can You Feel It?" Can you feel it?
Yeah.
So I'm agreeing with you. What you said earlier. It's the feeling. I'm starting to think now, and I'm glad we having this conversation because I'm starting to lean towards feeling maybe a little more important, and that's saying a lot coming from me.
Look, when we talk about art and music in general, like fucking like Mickey Fax said last week, it's still something that you have to feel. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And a lot of people love to relate to things. And like I know we keep bringing up the whole Eminem situation. A lot of people can't relate to some things that he does, but a lot of people also use it as a bullshit excuse to not listen to certain
They
things
do.
as well.
Yeah.
Like
facts.
let's
Say
just
that
be
again
real
for people.
about that. A lot of people use that as an excuse, as a bullshit excuse to not listen to something. Like that is just the way it is. Because look, here we go. Perfect. Tick and I had this conversation about Walk on Water. Who can't relate to that fucking song?
Yeah.
The only reason people don't fuck with it is because maybe a group of people didn't fuck with it because it didn't have drums in it. And then it became the popular opinion, the popular thought to not work with it. Who cannot relate to fucking Walk on Water? That is one of the most relatable songs and some of the best poetry these motherfuckers ever put out.
Facts.
Like,
And I was guilty of it because when I first heard that album and when I first heard that song, I didn't really pay attention to it because I was like, man, where the fuck the drums at?
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't like I didn't give it its fair shake. And then going back and listening to it again, I'm like, okay, but and that's all in saying what mind state you're in when you listen to this music, because it can make you feel one thing, or you can be going in looking for, you can go into it looking for one thing, and if you don't get that, it's either A, I'm gonna skip it, because that's not what I'm on right now, or B, I'm gonna be like, okay, well, this is not what I'm on, but let me see.
Yeah, people be disappointed.
You know, so in reality, it's really subjective, which is what music is, because it all depends on your mood. Because shit, I might be in the mood to just listen to some ciphers and just see how these dudes are being super fucking technical and how they're gonna put everything, put everything together. Or I could be like, okay, I want to feel something. I'm in a certain mood. I need to listen to a certain type of song that either A is matching the mood I'm in, or B is gonna pull me out of the mood that I'm in.
Yeah.
So
no, 100%.
You know,
and like me, like I love to be impressed lyrically. So and I mean, and y'all both know this about me. So like when I listen to something, look, I remember my brother, like Don called me one day. He called me one day, right? I was stationed at Lejeune at 3:00 in the morning when the Shady Cypher dropped. He called me literally 3:00 in the fucking morning. It was like, yo, son, have you heard this? I'm first I'm like, nigga, what the fuck you calling me at 3 in the morning, nigga? I got PT in about an hour or so, or whatever. So I said, fuck it. I got up and I listened, and I ain't go back to sleep. Why? Because I was so fucking impressed with everybody, with Crooked's fucking flow, with M going crazy, with Joey spit that shit that you can actually feel, but everybody else was more. Yellow Wolf was technical. Everybody. So
I remember when that fucking cipher came out. Yo, I must have listened to that cipher like fucking 6-7 times,
bro,
like in a row. That shit was fire.
I heard like when I got up for PT, I heard niggas driving in from to PT listening to it, like in their trucks and shit. And I'm like, yo, like this shit. This was something. This is what that fucking cipher was supposed to be. And I don't care what nobody say. Put in the comments, whatever. Fuck you. That is the best fucking cipher of all time.
Definitely, hands down.
I don't care. That shit went fucking bananas. And
they had no weak links.
Yeah, and that's the thing I love about ciphers, because at that point, you're not really talking about the feel. Yeah, the feel is there, but now you know what you in this fucking cipher for.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's to tear it the fuck down. Yeah. And there ain't no 1 to 10, nah, nigga, you on 10.
Yeah.
And that's what the fuck I'm going into it expecting. And that's why do you think why do you think these double XL ciphers now, people shit on them? Yeah. Why? Because you getting the skirt,
right, exactly. There's a time and a place for all of that. Like the cipher is okay. Let me really see what your pen is about. Yeah, we get it. You can make songs. Yeah, we get that. We get you can make the club bangers or having a girl shaking their ass and all that shit. Nigga, can you write? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's a time and a place. It's like time and a place.
I'm a question your pen game.
So really, when it comes down to what's more important, the answer for that would be, what are we trying to accomplish?
Depends on the medium, huh?
Depends on the medium. If we in a battle, nigga, I can give a fuck about your story. I don't give a damn about that. How are you flipping these fucking syllables? Yeah. But if I'm listening to a song that I want to make me feel something, fuck your syllables. What are you talking about?
Well,
you know what I'm saying? So now, mind you, the best of them can do both. Can marry them together and be like, I'm gonna make you feel something, but in the midst of you feeling something, I'm gonna throw in a couple double and triple entendres. I'm gonna throw in a couple of internal rhyme schemes. I'm gonna throw in I'm about to rhyme A and B with C, and then come back to A, then hit D, then come back to B and C. In fucking 4 bars. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, but at the same time, I'm telling you something. Mm-hmm. So, and not many can do that.
Nah, 100%. 100%.
So those that can do that, those are the ones we hold in high regard. J, M, 3 Stacks. Listen to him. He got him. He got him. I'm telling you, he got him. Now he might not do it as often as these other cats, but he does it.
When 16 ain't enough.
Prime fucking example. Oh my God. Now, mind you, he could have did that song by himself without Rick.
Yeah, Rick Ross didn't need to be on no fucking song when we needed more than 16 bars. The fuck out of here.
Rick Ross knew what the fuck he was doing when he put 3 Stacks on that damn song.
Let me hear something. Let me hear it.
What was it?
Pull it up.
89. I don't remember all the lyrics.
I don't remember all the lyrics. All I know is
the fact that you can't remember them lets me know the shit.
No, that don't know.
Or was it 88? Or was it 89?
I bet you if I told you to spit some Nas shit, you can come right off the top.
I can't spit nobody's shit because my memory is fucking terrible.
One mic.
Oh, that's my ish. That's my ish. That's not fair though.
But
that's not fair. It's one mic.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
How's not fair?
I'm gonna tell you right now. Some of my favorite songs, I have no idea what the lyrics are until I hear the song. Okay. Because my memory. No, Rhymez, tell him my memory, bro. I don't remember my own songs. I'm like Wayne. I don't remember my own songs until I hear the beat.
Sorry, y'all.
Now, when I hear the beat, the words might come back to me, but like on some real shit, when it comes to songs, even my favorite songs, I don't know the lyrics until the song comes on. Like The Professional, it's one of my favorite songs by DMX. When that song comes on, I'm rapping that bitch with him bar for bar.
Yeah.
But if you ask me to spit a lyric from that song right now, crickets. Gotcha. That's just how my memory is fucking shitty.
Okay.
But now go back and listen to 16 Ain't Enough. That is a.
Did you listen to any of the Elzai I sent you?
I did.
Okay, you gotta do that.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah. Elzai is ridiculous. Like he I know Mickey Fax said that he put him in his top 5 lyricists of all time.
Well, I know
I
if
don't.
he got him up there at top 5, then the motherfucker's a problem. So I'm gonna
But
definitely gotta check him
he
out.
a problem. Like it needs to be known. Like I love like you know what I'm saying. Like one thing. There's plenty of people that we can sit here and argue with people like on Facebook, IG, whatever about hip hop, and they be like, "Oh, this person's better than this." No, the fuck they're not. Trust me, they're not.
Yeah.
You know, and there's lyricists that don't get like they're just due. Elzai is one of them.
Right. I feel it goes back to the conversation we just had because they're on the lyrical side, but the songs is not there. It's a lot of these underground cats. That's where they at. They're so lyrical, but as far as making a hit song, it's not there. Whether if it's the feeling or whether they don't want to be there, it's a lot. Like a lot of battle rappers. There's a lot of motherfuckers out here that's lyrical as shit.
Yeah.
It's just you don't get to hear them because they're not mainstream. Now, why they're not mainstream? That's another discussion. But they're not mainstream.
Hey.
Go ahead, Ron.
I was just gonna say, and I thought it was interesting. Like the only 3 mainstream artists that he mentioned, or at least I don't consider Lupe mainstream, but the only mainstream artist that he did mention was him and his top lyricist. Nobody else is lyricist.
I think Lupe's mainstream. Most people,
don't.
if you mention them, I keep things simple as possible. If I go to the average person and I say, hey, if you're black in hip hop and you say Lupe Fiasco, most people are going to know the name. They might not be able to give you a song list of his, but they're going to know the name. If I go to most cats and be like Nicholas F, motherfuckers is not going to know.
Hold on, guys.
So the whole thing is though, my thing is this part. People like you can go to a lot of people and say they know Black Thought, but Black Thought is not mainstream.
No. A lot of people won't know Black Thought. A lot of people will know the roots. A lot of people won't know Black Thought.
I think a lot of people will know him right now, mainly because of like the
probably
specific
a lot of people
freestyle
who you hang out with. But what I'm talking about is your average black, like an average person don't really listen to hip hop. If I go over there and I say, hey, like Star, if I go over there and my wife and be like, hey, do you know who Black Thought is? She's probably like, no.
No, I agree. I think Lupe is more known. Yeah.
And that's what we're talking about. That's what mainstream is, right?
But I don't think neither one of them are mainstream though. I don't consider Lupe mainstream.
Lupe is not main. Lupe and Black Thought are not mainstream artists.
I would agree with Black Thought. I would disagree with Lupe.
Now Lupe used to be mainstream,
but the fact that he used to be
mainstream. He's not mainstream anymore.
Music no more, but you would still consider Ludacris mainstream because he's known. That's all we're really talking about. Like when we're saying mainstream, what is your relevancy to? Is your name ringing bells? That's what we're asking.
It's not about ringing bells for me. I look at it as more so of. I look at it more so as it's the commercialization of your music. I don't look at like Lupe because think about it, Lupe's released plenty of albums that people don't even know about.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like they know of him. Yeah, they're like, yo, this nigga exists, but they don't. You know what I mean?
Like radio spins and stuff like that.
Yeah, like he's not commercialized, and that's what mainstream.
There you go.
Literally, what
he ain't commercial.
Well, that's kind of tricky because today it's different anyway with the whole streaming stuff. So a lot of stuff is depending on what you want to listen to, you're going to find it because nobody's really listening to the radio like that anymore. No, everybody's going and just streaming what they want to hear, or they're going to get their artists from people that they like and say, hey, check this out. Hey, yo, I got this great artist, Master Rhymez. Hey, check him out. You can find him on here, Spotify. Hey, I got this great artist, TIC. So things are a little different now. So you got to put that in the equation. So when you say mainstream, it's kind of you gotta look at it a little different because today's time is different. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Back in the day where you had to rely on radio spins to be put out, I would agree more with what you're saying, right? Because that's the only way you really had to blow up. But now you can be an independent artist and not be on the radio at all and still be well known through your streamers. You see what I'm saying? That's the only pushback I've got to your definition of mainstream. You got a lot of cats, especially these younger artists that I can name that you won't have a clue on who the fuck they are. But they got billions of streams, my bro.
Oh yeah, no.
A bunch of these motherfuckers that's huge. And you like, I never heard of this motherfucker on 102 Jams at all, or Hot 97, because that's not their lane. You know what I'm saying? So they're doing the Twitch thing. They're doing the hey, Apple Music things, or they doing hey, go straight to my website and listen to my album. So that's the only pushback I got on that.
Yeah.
And the only reason I say Lupe is because Lupe had major radio success. And once again, my stuff is very simple. If you go to the average hip hop listener, even if they're not deep, and you say his name, do they recognize it? And if they say, yeah, I know that name, then I consider you mainstream. If I go to somebody that's an average hip hop head and I say, hey, Black Thought, most of them are gonna be like, I don't know who that is. But if I say the Roots,
I agree with that.
I know the Roots. So that's all I'm saying. That's all.
Yeah. I think that's just more so of known and unknown. I think mainstream is just how you get your product across.
Yeah.
Right. Which changes in today's world. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The way radio was the only radio CDs and stuff back in the day is the only lane you had. Today it was
radio and mixtapes. That was it.
Today it's not. You can do it so many different ways.
Of course.
You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. You could do TikTok. You know how many people blew up off of SoundCloud?
Of course.
Radio is not needed. Come on now. This is what I'm saying.
True.
The medium has changed. So
I agree.
You have to factor that into the equation. I don't have to necessarily be on the radio to be mainstream.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I'm probably going to get there, but I didn't have to start there. You see what I'm saying? Like, take your boy with the motherfucker with the pink diamond and the shit. He came from SoundCloud. You see what I'm saying? Soulja Boy, he came from Napster when he was putting up
Lil Uzi.
Yeah, you talking about Lil Uzi
Vert. Yeah, and Soulja Boy when he was putting up fake files on the LimeWire.
Oh yeah.
You thought you was getting another song, and then you had Soulja Boy.
Bro, that shit was fucking genius.
So those people got big because of another medium that was not necessarily radio, but you heard of them, and they used that to catapult them over. You follow me? So some people use like mixtapes to catapult them over.
Yeah.
Some people use streaming services. Right now, what's big is the streaming services. Not SoundCloud. What's the one with the video games?
You talking about
Threads? The Twitch.
A lot of people are doing the Twitch thing now, where they putting their music behind the video games and shit, and they blowing up off of that. TikTok. A lot of artists is blowing up off of TikTok. So that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of things has changed. That's all I'm saying. So you got to factor that into the equation.
No, I agree.
Not big on the radio don't mean I'm not mainstream. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. You might, I promise you, I can name you some artists right now that you won't know. That's mainstream.
I believe it. I believe it.
That's just the game has changed.
I'm not disagreeing with you there. Not disagreeing with you at all there.
So that's all I'm saying. When you say mainstream, it's like it's not just am I on the radio or not. That's not the radio. You can live without it right now. You really can.
No, of course.
Radio is it's still huge. Don't get me wrong. It's still big to be on it.
Yeah.
But there's so many different avenues now because of the internet and because of social media. Lanes, and definitely if you're an independent artist. I mean, you're an independent artist yourself, so you know.
Everybody around our age or younger are streaming their music now.
Exactly.
And so it's very rare that people in our age group are gonna listen to the radio for music. Now we might listen to the radio for talk radio, like morning radio, depending on what your commute is in the morning. But as far as going to the radio to hear what the new single is, nah.
And I think I don't even think it's people of our age now. I just think it goes back to what I said earlier. It's because we have direct access to things now. It's like, hey, I don't have to cut on the radio and listen to a bunch of bullshit before I get to the song I really want to hear. I can go straight to Apple Music and just type in the artist I want to. Hey, I want to listen to TIC all fucking day. I don't want to hear Soulja Boy. I don't want to hear none of this other shit. I just want to hear TIC. Hey, I just want to hear Rhymez. I just want to hear Rhymez. Hey, have you heard of this new artist, Third Degree? You heard his? No. Oh, let me send you this. We got these playlists that we can send to you, and you just listen to these playlists. Like I go to the gym, I work out, and I got
Spotify running the game with playlists.
And send the whole playlist.
Yeah.
Hey, try working out to this. So that's how things has changed now. So that's why
ain't paying shit.
That's why I push back on some of the things you say, Ron, because I know that not necessarily because if it's not on the radio or if it's not on TV, a lot of people try to minimize where they at, but how people listen to things is different. So you got to account for that part. That's all I'm
No,
saying.
no, and I'm with you. Once again, I agree with just about every single thing that you said.
Yeah.
I do. It made me forget what I was thinking about, but yeah, no, I mean, look, it's plenty of cats out here that you look at their IG and you'll see them with fucking 100,000 subscribers and followers, and you have like, I'd be like, yo, who the fuck is little fuckhead?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I never met the nigga, didn't know shit about the nigga,
Right.
but you know what I mean? Like, he's a very popular person. You know,
Right.
he came out with this one song called "Breaks Skirt Skirt," and it's what I'm saying, people fuck with it. But
Right.
that's just the way shit goes nowadays.
Right.
Yeah.
See that
So-
you couldn't really do that back then because you had to go through. A lot of times you had to go through the labels. You know, you had to sign up with this bullshit contracts. You had to, get the advance money. You had to spend all this bread. They had to push your video out. They had to spend all this bread. A lot of that has been cut out now.
Yeah.
A lot of that because we sitting here doing a podcast now. We got the microphones. We got studio type equipment. We got interfaces. We have in the way of doing production to where back in the day, motherfuckers had to pay big bread to do the stuff that we're just doing, kicking it. You feel me?
Yeah.
You got Nick over here who can make a beat on his computer, ship it out, and somebody PayPal him the cash, and then their engineers can take it and put vocals on it and have a hit track without them having to actually meet. You know how different that is compared to how things had to used to go to back in the day.
Oh yeah,
You
2-inch tape.
so things has just changed a little bit, and
Of course.
that's all I'm saying. It's just you got to account for where things is today, and I feel that a lot of underground artists today are fine being underground because they still can make, if not as much, enough money to survive and not need the bullshit.
Yeah.
As far as all the shit they got to do, what they used to have to do for these labels. You see
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Where they got their hand in all their money. Well, you might not know me as much doing it this way, but I'm keeping more of my money. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
more of the proceeds. I'm keeping more of this. I'm not going in these 360 deals, going in there and giving this label some of my money, and I'm out here doing live shows. Like that's unheard of.
Yeah,
But now that's required now. If you're signing a deal nowadays with a label, that's required that you sign these 360 deals and you cutting off some of your show money.
Yeah.
For people that don't understand, like all three of us, I think, been to school for this music shit, and a lot of people don't realize that these contracts that these guys sign, that when you take these advances ain't nothing but a loan. So once you get this loan, you're paying this label back that money that they gave you off of the percentage that you make off of back in the day a CD, which could be like 8 cents. And you're gonna pay about millions of dollars off of 8 cents of a CD that you gotta pay back to them.
Yeah.
So you already in the hole. You see what I'm saying? Then they used to make their money by going to shows, and then they would keep all their show money. But now, because once again everything is going to the streaming world, the labels got to make their money. So now they tapping into your money at the shows. So now if you go out here and you do a live performance, hey, the labels want their money from that. So
that's why everybody going independent now.
That's why everybody going independent. So a lot of people you might not know because they independent, but they doing all right. Let's say that because
Know the Product and Tech Nine.
There it is.
The two most we can say successful independent artists.
Yep.
You got it.
And hey, they did it the right way.
Right.
Like can't knock them at all.
And these social media platforms like TikTok, man, just for my brain, Fat Boy Get Right. Shout out Fat Boy Get Right if you into the fitness.
Right.
But man, it's huge, bro. Like if social media is big.
No, you're right. You're right. 100% right. But what I will say is this. Anything else that you guys got as far as the list, anything y'all want to throw out there? You know what I mean?
Nah, I'm good, my brother. I'm actually getting ready to go eat.
Yeah.
The food ready.
Yeah, about that time. So we about to go ahead and start with the piece to hip hop. So I mean, simple as that. We just gave y'all a bunch of information. Obviously, y'all know how we always start, you know what I mean? But we always tend to finish on a different subject, and these conversations go all over the place. But that's what you can expect here at fucking Pen Game. You feel me? Tick, let the people know where they can find you, my brother.
You can find me on Instagram at BK Butler 86. Um, you can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, all streaming services under TIC, TIC.
Okay.
We got music streaming now.
Yeah. Let them know. Let them know. And
There we go.
just cause we already started the with the one album of, see, I can't even get the shit out. To get rich or die trying, I was gonna say you can find me in the club. Just cause you kept saying you can find me at, you can find me at. I was gonna be, you can find me in the club. Good. All right, but 3RD, let the people know where they can find you, homie.
All right. So we still doing our fitness thing. Down at the bottom, Fat Boy Get Right on TikTok, but we need to grow this Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on with this TikTok. They saying the 19th shit's getting shut down. So I need y'all to move over from TikTok to my Instagram. That's Fat Boy Get Right. FATBOIGETRITE. Follow me there. Let's get in shape. The new year coming. Your boy got you.
All right, and y'all already know me, your boy Rhymes. You can find me at That's Some Rhymes on IG, on TikTok. Follow the pages on, Facebook. Follow me any and everywhere. Make sure y'all check out some of the music we talked about today. Strange Things. Make sure y'all go to TIC the Producer, his pages. Check out his brand new music. Check out Fat Boy Get Right. All the fitness videos and everything that's for y'all. You know what? Get it in your fucking life. As simple as that. Peace to hip hop. Rhymes on deck. Pin
Yes,
game.
sir.
We out this bitch.
Hold
Peace.
it down.
Rhymes.